Gapada pagarega sare darisa.
Hi, I'm Rohit, and this is Mind on a Leash. This course was created to help you understand and deal with your mind, because an untamed mind can cause an incredible amount of suffering, from chattering endlessly to judging and condemning us. In the previous video, we talked about the ego, the virtual self, the archetypes that run that ego. In this video, we're going to talk about who are we really? Who am I? What is the real self? Am I the body? Am I the mind? Am I my life story? Or am I something beyond all of that? It's a very deep philosophical question. It will become extremely clear to you through the course of this video. Let's get started. The question, who am I, has been pondered by spiritual seekers, gurus, and teachers for centuries. Why? Because it is the main doorway to enter into spiritual understanding. Spirituality is not just about your belief in some esoteric universe or about crystals or astrology or any such thing, but it really is the search for the true self. This question takes us there. Who am I? I have a hand, I have a head, I have a body, but am I my body? Or am I something else? Am I the color of my skin, my gender, my age, my race, my nationality? I have a car. I have a house. But am I my car? Am I my house? Am I my body? My body has 50 to 75 trillion cells in it. Red blood cells live for 4 months. White blood cells live about a year. Skin cells live for 2 to 3 weeks. And colon cells die off every 4 days. Which one of these cells am I? We have billions of microbes, microorganisms, and bacteria within our body. Am I those bacteria or those microbes? It was believed that we have a new body every 7 years, but that's actually not accurate. The body is constantly recreating itself. Let's take a look at this picture here. Am I the body that I had when I was a baby? Am I the body that I had when I was an infant? Am I the child body or the adolescent body? Or am I this adult body? Or am I the body of the middle-aged person? Or am I an old body? Or am I the dead body? Which one is the real me? Let's contemplate this other possibility. I have a body, but I am not the body. Then let's come to the mind. I have thoughts. I have emotions. I have a mind, but am I my mind? If I am my mind, then which mind am I? Am I the mind that I had when I was a toddler? That mind was curious, playful, and in the moment. But where is it now? Am I the mind that I had when I was a teenager, rebellious, attempting to individuate and find myself? Is that who I am? Or am I the adult mind, responsible, independent, social, productive? Consider this possibility. I have a mind, but I am not my mind. It seems like we're peeling away the onion. We're peeling away all the layers of who we think we are. We begin to realize I have thoughts, but I am not my thoughts. I have emotions, but I am not my emotions. I have a personality, qualities, attributes, but I am not my personality. I have a life story, but I am not even my life story. I have an ego which thinks this is who I am, but I am not my ego. Everything that I think I am, my personality, my attributes, my life story, all the things that I think defined me, my traumas, whatever name you want to give it, all of that is my ego, my virtual self, the mask I wear. As I peel away the layers of that mask, I find that I am the owner of my body, of my mind, and of my ego. I am the subject, the possessor of. All that I have is the object, and that which is owned or possessed by me. So this whole thing has gotten upside down. Instead of me owning and possessing my mind and body and the things I have, now possess me. Over the years, my body has changed, my mind has changed. In so many ways, I have changed, and yet I am the same person. I know it. My mother knows it. My father knows it. Those who have been with me since childhood know it. Maybe someone who met me now might not know that that little baby that once was me. But those who've known me since that time, they know. The same person. This is Rohit. This is you. I am, in fact, the consciousness, the higher self, the soul, the Atman that inhabits this body mind organism. I must choose. If I want to be powerless and let the things I have, my body, my mind, my possessions, if I want them to possess me, control me, and make me serve them, then ignore everything I'm saying here because this is not for you. But if you want to be truly powerful, then true power comes by realizing that I am none of this, because only then can I control the things I have. Only then can I break my identification with them. And only then can I make them, that is my mind, my body, my possessions, serve me instead of me serving them. At that point, I will be able to take on a very different way of living in the world. Instead of being a puppet at the strings of my mind and body and the world around me, I will be able to step into becoming the director of my life, the script writer of my life, the editor of my life, the actor in my own life. That brings us to the main topic, the authentic self or soul. What is this thing that people call the soul? How can I understand it? How can I reach it? How can I experience it? And how can I live from there? That is the pursuit that we are on. And you'll recognize that there is great power in that, because once I recognize this higher force, I will be able to take charge of my mind, to direct it, control it, and not have it push me around the way it has been. I'd like you to consider the possibility that I am a soul trapped inside a body-mind spacesuit. How can I get free and be who I really am? What do I need to do to access my soul? The answer is meditation. We can access the soul through the ancient practice of meditation. This program is a preamble to meditation. It takes time to train ourselves and become free from attachment to our thoughts. Once that happens, we begin to have the initial experience of the soul. And what we experience in that is a deep peace, the likes of which we have never known before in this world. The true self has capabilities that the mind does not have, has clarity, it has wisdom, it has creativity, it has leadership qualities. The mind's capabilities, they are nothing in comparison to what your soul possesses. This experience of the soul or the higher self or the Atman is a universal experience. It is true for everyone. No belief is needed. No faith is needed. The soul has no gender, has no age, has no race, has no color, has no shape, has no form. The real you is neither fat nor thin, is neither black nor white, is neither ugly nor beautiful. It is not defined by any of these characteristics. It is vast, unlimited potential, and within it lie all possibilities. It is, and it is not. If you believe it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist. And if you really want to explore it, this might just be the path you've been looking for. You see, for me, I struggled with meditation for many, many years. I couldn't get my mind to be quiet. People said to me, "Oh, just observe your thoughts." And I'd get wrapped up in those thoughts. They would say, "Just let them go. but I couldn't let them go. I'd get sucked into them. This went on for years. I would rise early in the morning as a monk. I would meditate for hours, but I failed again and again and again. What I am teaching you here is what helped me separate myself from my mind, to take charge of it, and ultimately to be able to quiet it down enough so I could then begin to meditate. As you dive deeper into this experience, you will find contentment, equanimity, joy, wisdom, love, connection. You will no longer feel alone no matter where you are. You will no longer feel this sense of emptiness that we all have. You will no longer worry. You will no longer be anxious, and you will feel safe under all circumstances. Why? Because the soul, in fact, is deathless. It has no beginning, it has no end. It is said in the ancient text, the Bhagavad Gita, that for one who is born, it is certain he will die. And for one who has died, it is certain that he will be born again. That just as we change from our old and useless garments and put on new ones, the soul changes an old and useless body and takes on a new one. And that one who is wise is not bewildered by such a change. The soul has also been referred to as anksha, or a tiny infinitesimal particle of the divine or God that contains all the qualities of God, but not the quantity. Just as a drop of water from the ocean has all the qualities of the ocean, but not the grand magnificence of that ocean. Once you realize that you are a deathless being, once you realize that you are not this body and mind, once you no longer identify with either your thoughts or your feelings or your experiences, you become free to be you. You've heard that saying, free to be me. That's really what we're talking about. Free to be the real you. Not the you that came about as a result of this world and all your interactions in it. Not the you that came about from your conditioning or from your social norms or your religion, but the you that you were when you were a child. The authentic you, before it got brainwashed, before it got conditioned, before it got wrapped up in all the stories of your experience and of your life. That you is the real you. Freedom from the body, the mind, the ego, identity has been called moksha, liberation, enlightenment, awakening. There are many words for this. This experience is what some call heaven on earth, or freedom from suffering. Everything that we've been looking for in this world, whether it was happiness, or love, or acceptance, or knowledge, or wealth, abundance, or security, all of that we were searching for in this world was actually right here within us. As we peel away the layers of ego, we find this hidden treasure. It was within us all along. In the next videos, we're going to talk about how to actually become the boss of your mind, how to take charge of it, and how to prevent it from blocking your access to meditation. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.